There were uh, three main problems before I sought any advice. I think the major problem was that sharing bed with my wife was an issue. She is quite a light sleeper, so anytime I went into deep sleep or I started snoring, she would wake up, and then she couldn't go back to sleep because I kept snoring. So we often had to sleep apart if I was snoring deeply. So that was one major issue. The second issue, I think, which made things worse, was that if we went out or I went out and I was having fair number of business meetings, if I had had a drink, I always snored a lot more. It was obvious to her that I snored a lot more. So that was second problem which actually bothered her. And thirdly, on occasions I had actually sort of woken up myself because I was snoring so loudly. Okay, I'm usually technically quite good. I think it was quite easy to put the device together. I downloaded the app and started using it. I was a bit nervous using it at first. I set it up quite easily. There wasn't any problem. It took me, I think, 1 or 2 attempts over 1 or 2 days in order to get the idea exactly what was going to happen. Never been used to this idea of having the tongue so suddenly being stimulated and contracting and relaxing. And so it was quite an odd experience, I would say. And the intensity was something I played around with because I had no idea how much I should actually increase the intensity to. Worked, I think, would be the word. It reduced the snoring significantly, and the wife commented, "You are certainly snoring less." And so sleeping and sharing the bed was back on the scene. I think it took a good couple of weeks before it became apparent that it was working very well. And it was a 6-week trial. I think by the end of the 6 weeks, it was working extremely well. I stopped using it and haven't used it again since I stopped using it. I used it for the full 6 weeks. I think the fact, well, two lifestyle benefits. One, I think sharing a bed is always very nice if you have a partner, you have a wife, and you know have a partner you like. It's nice that you are sharing a bed. So I think that's a very good benefit that we've had. I'm a much better person to be around with. I mean, I didn't believe that snoring was actually such a awful problem. But I think that what's happened is that when you do share a bed with the person you have as a partner, I think it helps you to bond together a lot more. So we are a lot closer than we used to, because at least we can talk about things when you're sharing a bed, and when we wake up you can share things then. So I think that it's brought us a lot closer together than we had been before. Otherwise we were drifting apart a bit. Not in any major way, but it was actually affecting the, I suppose, the relationship to some extent, and that is why we decided to sort of seek professional advice. I think the device itself, if I was to promote it, I would say that it is easy to use. It's easy to connect to the phone, and I suppose if the manufacturers can give a backup warranty that if it's not working, if there's a helpline, then person could ring up and say, "Look, I'm having this problem, what should I do?" So going back to it, I mean, I think it was easy to use and easy to charge up and easy to connect, and as long as the app works very well. The app, I understand, is being looked at, so I don't need to sort of really go into it. But it was good to, I suppose, see what encouraged me about the app was to sort of see the recording of the sleep pattern itself, how much deep sleep I had or whatever. It was good to see the improvement. There was, at the beginning, I thought it was working well, but perhaps I was being a bit deluded, because it showed that I was having a lot of snoring or deep sleep, and then broken sleep as well. But things had improved as I went along.